carpet damage 150, carpet burn 200, smoking in bedroom or living areas. That's going to cost you a fine of 150 euros. If they see you smoking inside the property, they're going to cost you, it's going to cost you around 150 euros. Laundry hung in windows or from blinds. They charge you for that as well. So welcome back, guys. This video is going to be about Hazelwood, and we'll keep it in English because people from south side like Kerala and different states of India are going to see this video, and it's hard for them to understand it in Hindi. Also, my second language is English, so it's not going to be that great English from my side, but still I'll be able to tell you a lot of things about Hazelwood and living in Hazelwood because I've already lived here for 4 months. And you, even if you're not gonna stay in Hazelwood or you're not planning to book Hazelwood, you will be surprised that how things are here and you decide like, is it a good place to live in or not? Because the reality is different. Like Ireland offers different kinds of properties in a very good amount, like around 550 to 650 euros. You can easily get a good property to live in. So you decide like how this property should be judged. So we'll start with the main gate. Let's move out. So we are just outside the property. It's a very good sunny day, which is rare in the country. It happens like once a week only, even in summers. I'll show you the property now. These are the keys they give us. And you have to tap it. Like, you don't have to put any codes here just to open it. You have to tap it. So there's a security office when we enter. It opens in the evening, so before that time, like till 5 p.m, there's an office, different one, like the main management office. They help you with all the things. So the first building is the laundry room, and you're getting a surprise here. So this is the laundry room, and you can't use it for free. Like seriously. Laundry is 4 euros here. So if you have to wash your clothes, it's gonna be 4 euros, and to dry those washed clothes, it's 4 euros again. So they have coin system to dry and wash. It's kind of ironic how things are here. Like to wash clothes, you have to pay. So from here, you can go to the parking. I'll show you that as well. Also, like this parking can be used to enter block E and block F. So all the buildings here have a alphanumeric. So I live in block E. You can enter from there to block E, and you can also enter to block F from here. For other blocks, you have to use the main gates, which are upwards, and to enter from here, there's a code you have to enter to in the doors, which is 1985. The parking is quite spacious, but you already have to inform prior bringing a car in that you have a permanent car, or like you will be bringing a friend's car for a short period. Also, for the main door, you have to get phone access to get the doors open for the car. So after your laundry room, there's the management building, like a small reception. And after that, there's waste disposal room. So you can roam around like it's a good place, like you have a lot of space to move out, but you can't play any sports here. So this is the first rule. Now a list of a lot of rules are gonna come. I'll explain it to you when I reach the building. So this is block E, this whole area. That one is F. It starts from A, from here, B, C, D, and then E. Also, I'll show you how two people are gonna live in one room. So I don't have access to their room, but you can see it from outside. Like, this is the double bed they're gonna give if you want to share, or two people can ask for 2 single beds in one room. So this room is having only 1 single bed, and the rent for a single room for one person, I think it's around 1100 euros a month, and for 2 people it's going to cost you around 620, 630 or 650. So this is the entrance to our apartment. Automatic lights. So in total we'll have 4 rooms in one apartment. And now the surprising thing again. So for the 4 rooms, you'll have a common electricity bill meter. So we all have moved out, so we didn't recharge basically. Coming on, this is the boiler. Like, you can turn it on, or you can just set a timer to turn it on. So we did it for the morning, like it turns on automatically in the morning. So the rooms are quite small for 2 people, but still. So we pay 630 for this room, like for 2 people. I'm already packing my stuff because I've already lived here for 4 months, and they charge you 50 euros before you leave as a cleaning fee. But they want you to clean everything, like from scratch, like how you got the apartment. They want it like that only, and they'll still charge you 50 euros. This is the washroom. It's fine for 1 person. At least you have a private washroom for 2 people. And they also have this mirror which you cannot clean. This doesn't work as well. This is some sort of light. Other than that, you have 2 switches here to turn on the heater, and that is kind of an exhaust, like a vent. You can turn this on as well from here. So the hall is quite spacious, and luckily, like, we have 3 windows in our hall. In other apartments, you only have 1 small window, this one. Like, I'll show you from outside as well. See, there are no windows for the hall, but only a small window, that one. So in what apartment you're gonna go in, it totally, like, your experience is gonna depend on that as well. So I came here, like, I was the first one to come here, so there were only Indians which came after me, and I made quite like a lot of friends here. So it was a good experience for me, but as a person who's gonna come, like who's already living in the country, I do not recommend coming to Hazelwood. Like, the first thing is they're gonna charge you 50 euros as a cleaning fee. The other thing is, even if you're not using the heater or any appliances and one room is keeping the heater on like all day, you still have to pay. You still have to pay like in common for all 4 rooms and a hall. So they did tell me before coming that laundry is paid here and the common bill thing. Other than that, they have multiple fines. I'll be getting on to that now. Now coming on to another ironic thing. It's gonna be funny for you as well, I think. So smoke heads or fire equipment in apartment tampered or covered or removed is 500 euros fine. And you can't do anything because you have to pay from deposit. Like, they keep your deposit even after you leave for 10 days. So they are entitled to deduct any amount they want. So if they come and vents are covered, blocked or sealed, like the machine I showed you in the washroom, or those vents are blocked for some reason, they're gonna still charge you. Bathroom fan switched off. It's 150 euros for that as well. Window restrictors tampered. So you can see there's on the borders, there's a thin lining of silver, like some metal. So if that's tampered or removed, it's gonna cost you 100 euros. Fob replacement 50, lock change 80, broken blinds 200 euros. So this, like a small curtain, they're gonna charge you 200 euros if you damage this. So mistreated for furniture or appliances. So basically, if they want, like, they can cut anything they want. Carpet damage 150, carpet burn 200, smoking in bedroom or living areas. That's gonna cost you a fine of 150 euros. If they see you smoking inside the property, they're gonna cost you. It's gonna cost you around 150 euros. Laundry hung in windows or from blinds. They charge you for that as well. So if you want to dry your clothes, because their machines, they're not gonna dry your clothes properly. And if you hang your clothes anywhere in the room, they're still gonna charge you for 100 euros. Also, they do have a dedicated smoking area. I don't want to walk till there, but I'll just tell you how far it is from here. So if you want to smoke, you see that car at the end, that one, like the silver one. So there's smoking area behind that car. So if you smoke, you have to do something about it. Like, either if your roommate is comfortable, you can just and smoke in the room. But if you get caught, you'll be fined for sure. Also, like, our whole apartment was supposed to leave in 2 or 3 days. So some of them have already moved out. So she, like the apartment receptionist, whatever we call, like the owner or manager who's in the office, came to inspect the property, and she was not fine with it because there was mold. That's a big problem in Hazelwood. Like, even if you use the ventilators, keep the windows open, you're still gonna have mold in your apartment, especially for the ground floor. Like, on the top floors, you do get sunlight, but in our apartment, in winters, you don't get sunlight. I came here in January, so it was kind of winters and there was no sunlight here. The apartments which are on the top floor do get sunlights, but not in our block because it's in not in the direction of sunlight. I'll show you. So it's around 11 a.m. and these buildings are having sunlight, like direct sunlight coming to them, but not block E. I think it's the same for F as well. It depends if you're on the corner one or not. Also, they do have a master key, and if you're not here, they do come in. Like, they can come in, they don't come in like out of nowhere. But the problem is, like, they won't ask you to before entering your room, and they follow a policy like no third person can enter while they are inside as well. Like, if it's your own room, you can be there, but no one other than the owner of the room is supposed to be inside when they are here to inspect. So I'll just tell you like about the bills, like coming on to the bills. I paid around 620 as rent, and you have to pay 4 months rent together. Also 620 as deposit. So I booked from a third party. I don't want to take their name. It was bad. They charged me extra as well. I think I paid 150 euros extra to book this place. I could have done it directly from them. Like, I didn't have much knowledge before coming here, and I had to urgently book the property for some reason. So I didn't research much. I could have just emailed them directly and dealt with them directly instead of booking from a third party. But booking from a third party is quite kind of convenient because they help you with all the rent agreement and everything. But it's kind of easy to deal directly from Hazelwood. You just need to mail them and they respond on working days, like within 1 or 2 days. So if you have time and you haven't entered the country, you still can contact them directly. But I'll just come on to the positives and negatives. So making connections, and if you're specifically from India, there are a lot of Indians living in Hazelwood, especially from DCU, because DCU is the nearest college from this place. So I made a lot of friends. Not friends, like, even if you can't say friends, I know a lot of people now due to this property. If I would have lived in a private property in someone's house or any room, it would have been much difficult to know this much people. Coming on to the negatives, I already told you the laundry, the electricity, like, you have to take accountability. Even if you are not using the appliances, you still have to pay. And they randomly put you with any person as a roommate if you're in sharing. Even if you're living private, it depends, like, your experience depends on the people living in the other rooms. Like, in some apartments I've seen, people having single room are not happy as well, because people in other rooms keep the places very unhygienic and untidy. They don't keep the things clean. Also, they are loud and, like, do parties, frequent parties. We do that too, but we all are, like, similar, and, like, in our apartment we all are kind of similar. It's a typical boys apartment. We can party, do whatever we want. No one has any objection. Some of them have already left, so I feel kind of like I was the first one to come in the apartment, so it is kind of making me feel nostalgic, because I'm in a similar situation now. I'm the only one in the apartment, and I'm gonna shift in 2 days from here as well. I found a property for around 550, you can say around 570. It's a better place, nearer to college, and just the only thing is it's an independent house. But the thing is, people living there are diverse from different parts of India. You can't expect, like, I'm from Delhi, I can't expect people living like Delhiites only in the place. And most of, I don't want to say it in that bad manner, but people from different states of India want people from their states only, and I'm not in support of that, because we all are Indians, and I think that we are living in a different country. We should all be sensible enough to understand that we pray to the same gods, we eat the same cuisines, and we all are students here. And we are coming from the same country. Like, that's it. That's all that matters right now. We should be unified in all circumstances. But things are different with maybe people from Punjab, people from Kerala, like Mallus, and like the people from Maharashtra want Maharashtrians only. It's not even like that. They prefer. It's their preferences, but some people are having pseudo preferences. They are not okay with people living from different states or even from different countries, and it's quite troublesome for everyone. So we just had our final inspection done maybe 1 hour ago, and no one was at home. I was the only person there. So we had a few complaints, like we still have molds left. We already cleaned, but some of the portions are left, and it's not good. Like, they're okay on their part, but this is how it looks. So we need to clean this, and like washrooms of some rooms are not cleaned properly as well. I don't understand, like, if they're charging us 50 euros to clean washrooms of different rooms, but they still expect the people, the tenants who've already lived here, to clean everything and give them the property like it was. So I don't understand the logic of charging 50 euros, but we have to. We can't do anything. So this is almost everything you need to know about Hazelwood. There's a phone, doesn't work. And I don't think you must be having more questions to come to the property or not. In my opinion, like, I made good friends and I was able to get to know a lot of people and make connections. So it was a fine experience. And what I believe is, like, if you're brand new, like fresh to the country, you can think of coming here. But if you've already lived in the country for some while, maybe 2 or 3 months, I'd suggest you to take a private house, because there are a lot of options in 600, 500 euros. There are even options in 400 euros. I've seen people living for 380, 350 euros, but 3 people in one room, 4 people in one room, things like that. Independent apartments come here for around, maybe a 1 BHK will come around 1500 euros, and a 2 BHK would cost you around 2100 euros, so 550 each. So if you have people, like a group of people trying to find an independent apartment so that you guys can live together, everyone plans that before coming to the country. So if you have 4 or 5 or 6 people living here, you can find an independent apartment, but mostly they want a person who is having a full-time job to make a lease. So some people I've seen from Hazelwood only, they moved out. They don't have full-time jobs, but they still have an independent, their own apartment, like a 2 big room. Like, they have 2 big rooms in their 2 BHK apartment, and they are quite happy with that. Like, they are paying around 600 or 650 euros. It's around 55,000 in Indian rupees. So everything is possible. You just need time. And to find properties, it's mostly on WhatsApp or Facebook. You have to join groups and see like what options are available in the market, instead of just trying to find online on different rental websites. You will never be able to do that. I've tried reaching out to roomsindublin.com and 1-2 more websites. I didn't get much response. They do have options, they post a lot, but everyone finds a room or a property from WhatsApp or Facebook here. That's a big problem. Like, it's a bit unprofessional, but still we have to do what we have to do. I think I've covered most of the things. Like, if you have more questions, you can comment or like DM me. or contact me in any way. I'm kind of free most of the time. I'm still looking for a full-time job, but because I can work maybe around 3 months for 40 hours a week. Other than that, I do have a job, but it isn't gonna give me more than 20 hours a week. So in summertime, fine, I can also create a video if you want on how to get jobs, because finding jobs is kind of easy if you follow the right steps and give the right amount of time. I've seen people who haven't got jobs yet and they're still living here since maybe 8 or 9 months. It's a bit surprising, but still, yeah, people are living here without jobs, and it's not like they're too rich or they have a lot of money. They're constantly trying to find a job, distributing CVs all around the market, like giving physical CVs to different shops. I don't think that works, but still, like, if you want a video on how to find a job, I'll make one. Other than that, we'll see you in the next video. See you.